Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Goddess of Destiny. Last time around we visited Linstown where we heard some conflicting rumors about the existence of the mountain god. You should remember that, but we are not going to be hearing any more about that today probably, because there are a few different threads that run concurrent throughout World 4 and we're going to be following up on a different one here. Reports of Ashura's defeat at your hand have reached even this world. Wonderful, this little Inoki here seems to have heard of us. That's fantastic. So this building here, which on the outside was identical to the Temple of Isis, is actually quite different here on the inside. And, oh, what's this guy have to say? Welcome, please come in. This is the temple of the new god, Lord Apollo. Well, new god, huh? Well, the last new god we met was Ashura, and he was not a very kind person. Hopefully things are a little bit different with Apollo, though we did hear from a specific green monster back in Linstown that we should be suspicious of this guy. However, his lizard here says that he's a truly benevolent god, so we're getting some conflicting rumors about this god as well. People on this world can't seem to agree about religion, but that's no different than any other world. Let's go see the man himself and see if maybe Apollo can clear up some of these conundrums. I imagine he'll be right through these doors here. Let's see, deeper in Apollo's temple. Lord Apollo has been expecting you. Please go inside. How does this eyeball even talk? There's no mouth on this beholder thing at all. Where's the voice coming from? Okay, I see an exclamation point on the map, so even though he hasn't appeared yet, I'm guessing... Yeah, there he is. Hello, Apollo. What a dashing gentleman this is. I welcome the heroes who defeated Ashura and saved the world. I'd like to extend my gratitude. Oh, right, straight up, Apollo gifting us with the Solar Torch relic, extending our mini-map functions. I wonder if this is finally the relic that's going to pair with the fairy scales and show us where traps are. Why give this to us? I already have enough power. I've no need for power greater than this. What an arrogant... I understand there are several relics in my world. I suspect they're hidden in locations found by solving this riddle. Okay, so here we have a riddle. Some lie where the wind blows within the earth. Some lie where the fire burns within water. And some lie where the darkness falls within the light. So, we're seeing three sets of contrasting elements here, darkness and light, wind and earth, and fire and water, which points us to three separate locations where we're going to be able to find relics in World 4. Each of those three locations a separate dungeon, so that's kind of what I meant by there being different threads running through the world here. See if Apollo has anything else to say. Yeah, alright, looks like he's just repeating his previous message. But yeah, very nice of him. Oh no, I clicked it again. to just hand over a relic. It's always kind of surprising when that happens, but his explanation is good enough. He does not need any more power. He's already ascended to godhood here on this world. Does not need the help of that particular relic, which, speaking of which, let's go check and see precisely what that relic does that extended our minimap functions. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what was it called again? Oh yeah, the sun torch, that's what it was. A torch that is as bright as the sun. It never goes out. Okay, so I guess we're just going to be using this to get through dark places. It's sort of an ever-burning torch that's going to help us in much the same way Flash does in a Pokemon game, I guess, as acting as a light source in a dark place. So, unless I receive information to the contrary, I'm going to assume that that's all the sun torch is. So now that we've explored Apollo's temple, let's head on to the next location here, which is this town by the bay. Now, we already visited one town here, which was Lynn's World, and I noticed that there was a bit of a deficiency among the supply of the shops there in Lynn's Town. So let's see if they actually sell armor in this town, and see what else is here. We have Port Town. Alright, and there's one of Teacher's students, but no need to talk to her straight up. There's a fish here to talk to, though. The dragon god lives in the waters around the peninsula. Sailors die from its poisonous breath when their ships pass by the monster. Huh, okay. It's so bizarre the way that fish in this game just sort of float around, just going about their business a few feet above the ground. Alright, so we have a weapon shop here in Port Town. Let's see how the supply differs from that in Lynn's Town. Quite significantly, this one still has the triple lunge, the cross counter, and the chainsaw that we saw previously. But this one seems to specialize in tomes. Doesn't look like anything we haven't seen before, though. So we can just move along here. I don't think I'll be needing any of this, and I can only afford to buy one of those things anyway. So I'll continue to save my money for the time being. Let's see. Looks like we have an event over there to the left. I see a couple of exclamation points, actually. Do you know about energy points? They're yellow glowing orbs in places such as fields and dungeons. If your luck is good, not just your HP, but also your abilities and status might recover. There's up to 4 different degrees of recovery, so you'll want to avoid just failing as a result. Okay, so that's an item we haven't seen before, so we're going to have to keep a lookout in dungeons from here on out for those energy orbs that guy's talking about, which seem to provide a variable amount of healing. It seems like a strange business, I said business because this person said something about business. Yeah, stormy seas are bad for business. If only someone could get rid of the dragon god. Yeah, I was saying it was a strange game mechanic, though it would make for a strange business mechanic as well. What's Sebastian here have to say? Seems that the dragon god has been getting especially angry lately. Sometimes the sea glows red. Red. Kind of like fire under the water, which is something we heard about in one of those riddles. Ooh, this person looks interesting. Maybe even one of the muses, judging by the fact that she has a unique cutscene here. Is there something I'm looking for? Miss Leo, you should take it easy, okay? Yes, sir. Okay. So it seems Leo works here? Okay. Hopefully I'm going to be finding out more about that character later. Oh, here we go. That girl just now. That's Miss Leo. She's working here for me. She's working to give a present to her parents back home. She's such a sweet girl, and beautiful too, my good customer. While you're visiting with Miss Leo, why not purchase some goods? Straight to business, this one. Alright, well, let's see what he has for sale. We have an acceleration device, a magical energy source that stimulates agility. That's interesting. So is this like a potion? It says it targets self rather than single ally. Interesting. I haven't dealt with an item like this before. Okay, we also have mithril shields and mithril helmets here. I was hoping for better armor than this, actually. Let's compare that helmet to the ones we have currently equipped on my party. It's been a while since I've delved too much into equipment. So we currently have a gold helmet here, a gold helmet here, a bronze helmet here, and no helmet here. Okay, so it looks like I'm actually in dire need of this helmet, so it's a good thing that it came along when it did. Let's go ahead and buy as many of these helmets as I can afford, which is unfortunately only one at the moment. Oh, and I can't even hold anymore. So let's see what I have to sell. Let's go ahead and sell this kick. I'm going to sell these status restoring items because I obtained the Stardust staff from Kai previously. Yeah, I'm just going to sell whatever additional weapons I have here, a bow, a punch. It seems like I've gathered an abundance of them recently. Not sure where all of these came from exactly. But yep, selling those, and now I can actually afford not just one, but 2 mithril helmets. So let's go ahead and do that, buy 2 mithril helmets, and give them to whichever characters most need the defense. Let's see who that would be. Looks like Elodie has a defense of 9, as does Zenith, so the 2 of them will be exchanging their gold helmets for mithril helmets, raising their defense from 9 to 13. And that means that we can actually pass one of their gold helmets over to Natsmer, who currently has a defense of 17, and raise that to 19. Okay, wonderful. So higher defense all around for each of our... Wait, did I miss on Zenith? Yeah, I did. I missed. Gold helmet becomes a mithril helmet. Wow, how absent-minded of me. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell those remaining helmets while I'm here, and then move along. Let's see, 1 gold helmet, 1 bronze helmet, and the remaining gold helmet went to Natsmer. So, those are the only things I have to sell here. Where did Miss Leo go? I wanted to talk to her, and then I got distracted by this guy selling me helmets. I was really hoping to recruit her, since we do only have 2 muses remaining. Hey, what's this guy doing here? Is this the pawnbroker? I didn't see him out here. Was he actually standing here the whole time? Well, if I had known that the pawnbroker was out here, I would have sold those weapons and things to him instead of to the tool shop seller, but no matter. I don't think I'm going to need to buy back any of those items anyway. Ooh, we have an event, so let's press X and see what it is. Perhaps something relating to our team title here. Zenith pondering the existence of mermaids, which should not be much of a question considering we've just met one. If there really is a mermaid, let us become friends with her. Yeah, this friendship team title just means that we want to be friends with everyone, and I'm perfectly alright with that. That seems like a really good way to approach life, trying to be everyone's friends. So we added a new treasure point by having this topic, so I'll have to look out for that. And this person here says, legends say that a man who fell in love with a mermaid walked straight into the sea and has never returned. Well, believe it or not, that's actually a hint toward one of our riddles, so we're going to have to keep that in mind, that someone once walked straight into the sea. Pardon me, but have you done excavating lately? Yes, we have. We've been doing quite a lot of excavating. You find items that aren't sold in shops. Why not collect them? Well, because I can only hold about 10 at a time, so collecting does not do me a lot of good. Kind of sad to be reaching a new pub here without Erato to play music for us. There's the jukebox, but that just isn't the same. Another talking beholder here. This one claims to be a scholar. There's no such thing as the dragon god. It's just an underwater volcano. And I imagine this guy's going to tell us something contradictory to that. That scholar, he says there's no such thing as the dragon god. I'm absolutely sure he's wrong. So the same scene that took place in the pub across World 4 is taking place here as well, but with a different god in question. Oh, and another event already. I'm going to hit X and see what's up with this one. Looks like our good friends are talking to the beholder here. Oh man, look at his eye twitch around. Oh, and he does have a mouth. So I guess I was wrong about him not being able to talk. He does have a mouth. It's just on the underside. So the so-called legend of the dragon god is idiotic. It's definitely an undersea volcano. That said, in order to prove it doesn't exist, could you go check under the sea for me? Well, I was kind of going to do that already. I wonder if it'll become friends with us. We want to be friends with everyone, dragons and mermaids included. Yeah, we can surely solve this problem with friendship. Let's go make a friend. Alright, is that going to give me another treasure point? No, it's not. It's just going to serve as a hint. Alright, well, let's finish this discussion with this fish here. The man who fell in love with a mermaid went into the sea from the peninsula south of this town. Okay, so we're getting a lot of hints about walking into the sea to find mermaids and undersea volcanoes. An undersea volcano seems like a good place to find some fire underneath the water. Alright, we have a rumor here from the bartender. There's a cave with lights so bright you can't see anything. You need an eye that can see the true shape of all things. Okay. So we heard previously from the last pub we were at something about a dungeon filled with all white, and it seems that that's some corroborating evidence there. And he's actually informing us that we won't be able to go to that dungeon, or rather we won't be able to achieve anything in that dungeon until we've obtained true sight, which is actually something we're going to have to obtain in one of the other dungeons here. So despite this being the least linear part of the game, there are still certain things you have to do in a certain order, and that happens to be one of them. But for the time being, let's head down here to where we're going to find that undersea volcano, but it looks like we're going to have to navigate a maze first. Uh-oh, I'm seeing bubbles drifting out of my head, and I hope that doesn't mean that I have a finite amount of water, Mother 3 style. It may, but I don't remember that being the case in the original game. I don't remember there being any kind of oxygen mechanic required there. So I think I should be able to do this indefinitely, but it's still a bit troubling seeing her struggling to breathe underwater in that way. Let's see, I wonder if the enemies here are unique or if they're the same ones we saw above the water. Let's find out. We have a poison moth, which is in fact one of the enemies we saw above the water, not unique to this environment. Kind of surprising that such a thing can survive under the water, but it won't be surviving for long if I have anything to say about it. Let's go ahead and punch it with our new triple lunge, follow up with a shot from Natsmer, a swing from Virtue, and this flame should finish things off. Ooh, and it looks like it was actually weak to that because the numbers were bracketed there. Get 132 Kiro, and for the first time an evaluation from Erato. She's happy with us there. Very nice. And so, next time around, I'm going to be finishing up exploring this undersea area. To finish things off, I am going to... I pressed the wrong button. I cannot get these two buttons straight. I'm going to excavate this treasure chest, but then, once I've gotten this item, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time. We have a sidelong glance.